Today I'm going to be teaching you how to get 12 win classic challenges consistently using this lavaloon classic deck, which is an absolute beast for challenges as well as ladder. We're going to be going from 0 to 12 wins all in this video, so I hope I can explain exactly what I'm doing, like thought process wise, and go from 0 to 12, and hopefully the goal is to improve your guys' classic challenge scores. What the hell is going on? I'm just going to respond with a lot. That is one hell of a way to start off the match. So when you see big overcommitments like that, that is when I love to go in with lava. He's going to just drop a monk. We are going to drop barbs on the monk. 5 for 5 trade. Take out the monk, and now he has to respond to my barbs as well as my lava push. So we're going to wait to see what he does for my barbs before backing up this lava hound. We're going to just mega minion here. He has no elixir. I really want to know why he started the game off with a rocket, but yeah, we're just going to let that Mother Witch do her thing. The Mega Minion plus the lava should take his tower almost all the way down. So we're going to just zap in a second here. We're going to take this tower and we're going to deal with the Mother Witch using the skeleton dragons. I don't like to fireball things early because your opponent could be running like a really weird counter or something that has another fireball bait card, and so I want to save my fireball when, you know, the Mother Witch, she spawned a bunch of pigs. It was a little annoying, but it wasn't that like difficult. Like he did like 400-500 damage because of the Mother Witch. That's chump change, you know. So we're just gonna go Mega Minion. The Mega Minion will die to the monk, but it's okay, because now it won't die to the monk because he mistimed the ability. So that's pretty good for us. But yeah, you can't just let things take your tower. That's not smart. The only time you want to sack is when you have a lava already on the board and you can afford to sack. So here we're going to fireball the Mother Witch, and I missed the Valkyrie, so a bit of a sloppy play on my part, but it's going to be fine because we still wrap up the Valk. I mean, it's a play that's a little sloppy, but at the same time, it doesn't matter too much. So we're just going to go ahead and let that do its thing. We're going to get one hit. See, I don't think it's worth it to overcommit with the zap, especially since we know my opponent has a skeleton army. We need to save zap for easy counter to his skeleton army. So we're just going to follow up the balloon. He's... okay, that is wonderful. I don't know what his strategy is. That Riley teaching him to do the thing with the rocket? Why are you rocketing the tower? I mean, this would actually be a sort of... It would be a good game if the guy didn't just randomly throw rockets at my tower. But yeah, so basically we just scout out the opponent's deck. We started really aggressive this game because my opponent just randomly rocketed the tower. So I don't expect them to do that often, but it'll probably be fine. Like in the future, I'll show you, maybe this next game, like I'll show you guys how to start off a match. That's the biggest thing for a lot of people, is they don't know how to start off a match. So when I have zap fireball this hand like this, I usually wait for my opponent to make the first play. Here we would just respond to the mortar with the Mega Minion. We're just going to go fireball zap here on the musketeer because there's no reason to deal with a counter pushing musketeer. I do not want to do that. So we're going to go drags, take out this princess, and we are in a pretty decent spot. Like, we know his 3 air counters. We know he has mortar, heal spirit, musketeer. So it's a fast cycle deck. He's got several air counters, which is going to be difficult. Before going in with lavas, I like to go in with tombstones because it's going to be more helpful on defense, so that you guys that are new to Lava Hound it buys you a little bit more time to discover good defensive plays. So like, now that we have a tombstone down, he can't just Dark Prince at the bridge, and I'm like, oh, what should I play? What should I play? We just sack the Dark Prince because the tombstone takes it out. So that's pretty good for us. We've got a Lava Hound coming in now. We can follow up with a balloon because he's shown that he doesn't have much to counter it. We're just going to fireball zap a Mega Minion unless he puts it... Oh, he's just asking for us to... Oh, no. That would have been such a clean fireball. That's too bad, dude. Okay, but we still maintain the damage lead. I was going to fireball zap the Mega Minion, but I decided to just do the Musketeer and the Princess because it was better value. So although we didn't get as much damage as I would have liked, we're still going to be fine. I'm going to go Mega Minion and possibly just Tombstone. He probably has a counter or like a tank to put in front of this Sparky so it doesn't just sit there. So we're going to go Tombstone. He does not play a tank, which is interesting. We're just going to go in here and take out the Sparky and damage the Musketeer as well here. The Princess is a little bit annoying, but I'm not too worried about it. If he goes with them like a mortar, then I have an excuse to play on the Princess. But I'm kind of fine with the Princess just sitting there for now. See, like now I'm going to go Barbs because it's going to tank for this mortar and go attack the mortar as well. So he's got Mega Knight. We're just going to go Mega Minion and Tomb like this. We're going to go Skeleton Dragons up here because we can't leave our lava hanging. The lava's going to die to that Mega Minion, so we need to make sure that we take care of it. We're going to go ahead and fireball this right here. We're going to take out the Musketeer. Our tower is still alive, so that's very nice. He's got a fast cycle though, so we got to be careful. I'm going Mega Minion to try and kill his Mega Minion, and we are going to be able to zap and take out the Mega Minion. And he is desperately playing mortars, sorry. Good W right there. The Mega Knight was a late scare, but that's the type of matchup you guys are going to face, and hope you can see what we did. The most important thing to take from that match is that we had a lava down, and we weren't going to flawlessly defend that Mega Knight whatever I did, so it was important to do what I did there and make sure that we were backing up our push with the drags, because arguably I lose the game if I don't go in with those dragons on offense. So yep. Of course, guys, let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and if you are still watching the video, we are live on Twitch every single day. I'm going for partner. I need 8 more average viewers to get to 75 average viewers for partner. We stream lava pretty much 2-3 hours a day, so you guys can learn there, come hang out and vibe. It's pretty chill as well, and we have a fun little community, so I'd love to see you guys on the YouTube over at the Twitch. We're going to go ahead and just let these barbs go. I could have zapped, I guess. I guess a zap would have been good there. But whatever, we'll get him next time. We take a balloon hit, so that's not ideal, but we know what he's playing. It looks like a fast cycle Lumberloon deck right now. I can probably just go in with the lava because he did go Lumberloon already. So we don't really have to worry too much. I'm going to tank those goblins because it's not really worth it to play extra elixir on the goblins. I feel like, in my opinion, because I'd rather save this elixir for offense. And he's not even going to put the Princess in the right lane. If he did put it in the right lane, I would have skelly dragged on it, but he didn't. So that was a little weird. We're going to just zap, and we're going to leave that Princess over doing its thing. We're actually going to barbs on this Princess because now he has very little elixir, so I don't know how he's going to respond to these barbs. Oh, he does have a bar barrel, so that's pretty good counter for him. I think we might get a couple barb swings, but overall I just think this is a good spot for us. We got 1 barb hit, so that wasn't amazing, but we forced out a barrel. I guess it's not a great trade, but I didn't know he had barb barrel, so you know. Little unfortunate that we gave him a pretty good trade there, but still, I think it's a good situation here. We're gonna go, we're gonna Mega Minion like this, and we're gonna kill his Princess and then go kill his balloon, all without being targeted by the tower. We're gonna zap, kill these bats. We only need zap for one thing in this matchup. It looks like he has only given us one thing to zap, so that's what we're zapping. We're gonna drags. It saves this tower from the barbarian, and we're still gonna keep the tower alive, which is pretty dope. We're going to go Fireball. He's back to more bats, so he is outcycling us. A little unfortunate there, but we can just follow up with Barbs in the pocket, and we should be good because he doesn't really have a good counter. We're just going to zap to take out the goblins. Since his bats weren't in hand, we didn't need the zap for his bats. And that's going to be a good game. We're going to beat a Lumberloon cycle player by applying offensive pressure throughout the entirety of double elixir, which was really good because he only went with 1 Lumberloon push in the entire game. So that's how you're going to win those types of matchups. We're just going to keep on rolling 3-0. Why would I have to cut? If I just keep going through the whole thing, I don't even have to do any editing. I mean, I do, but no cutting at least. So Barbs, Fireball, Zap, Lava is a hand where I'll just sit here and wait for my opponent to make the first play. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to go bats. We're just going to go ahead and zap all these bats here. I usually don't zap those bats, but I don't like my hand, so I'm just cycling a little bit. I could, I guess, split barbs in the back, but I don't recommend doing that at all. So we're just going to kind of wait for our opponent to do something here. Really not a good hand, I don't think. We can honestly split drags. It's probably the least harmful play we have in our arsenal right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and split drags. He's going to clone his tower. So, okay, looks like lava clone. You don't see too much of lava clone. We want to be careful. We want to let this flying machine cross the bridge before we do anything, just to make sure he doesn't play anything in front of the flying machine. Now we'll go lava. Because if we go lava before the flying machine crosses the bridge, it might tempt our opponent to go in with something in front of the flying machine, and I'll have like no elixir, and then that's where the bad hands start to come in. So we're going to go balloon. I'm aware he has bats, but I'm almost back to my... let's actually go tomb. And let's go zap for the bats. Just make sure our lava is going to do a bunch of damage. Or our balloon, I guess. Both of them. And then we're going to go Mega Minion on the Goblin Brawler. Hopefully save our tower. I really wanted him to get pulled to the tombstone, but it was unfortunate that it didn't. So I didn't really know he had cage, or else I might have done a different tombstone position. But yeah, I mean, this should be good for us. We're going to not lose this tower here. I don't even think we're going to lose it to this flying machine coming across. If we do, we do. It is what it is. I'm not going to spend extra elixir to protect that. But yeah, we don't lose the tower, so that's actually nice. We have to be careful against buildings. Don't go loon too early, because he can put the building at the bridge and block it. So we got to be a little careful there. Now, he does have... clone, so we got to be careful as always. We're actually going to go barbs here. We're going to go barbs and zap, and we're going to take out the brawler, and we're going to take out most of the skeleton army, and the balloon gets to the tower because we took out the goblin cage, so we cut off all that unnecessary time that the balloon was like taking a world tour. So we're going to go almost kill both of these baby dragons, but yeah, I mean, it's at 1 HP. It was a pretty clean match. I think we played really well. Barbs to block the flying machine. Oh. Yeah, we played pretty well against the lava clone player. Definitely a weird lava clone deck, but the offensive pressure the whole game, once again, means that our opponent can't go in with his own push. So we're going to be doing really well against those decks when we can apply good amounts of offense. 4-0. We're 33% of the way through it. Yeah. The good thing is that there are no evolutions in Classic and Grand Challenges, so you can practice without evolutions. We're actually going to go in with the Fireball as well here too, and that is a 11 for 10 trade, and we've got a counter push, so I think that's pretty good. Only took 1,000 damage. We're going to force out some elixir from our opponent, get our zap ready in case he has anything to zap. That's actually a W zap, or low key. We're going to get all our damage back with the drags. And it was a 2 for 5 on the minion horde. So we're in a good spot. We're up elixir because of the trades that went down. And I'm thinking we can probably just tombstone and try and set up our lava push. I want to save Mega Minion for his goblin barrels. Mega Minion is probably the best counter to goblin barrel that's not like a spell. We're going to go lava in the same lane as the firecracker here, so that we can... play our defense, because I would assume he would go with his push in front of this firecracker. So we want to have our defensive units turning into offense. You see me do that in other videos a lot. So we're actually going to go, okay, those were bad dragons. Actually, those weren't bad dragons, because we don't want to take damage from the Night Witch. We're just going to barb surround this guy. If he barrels, we have the Mega Minion. That's why I wanted to save the Mega Minion. That's why those are even better drags, because they killed the Night Witch and they dealt with the firecracker as well, and we won't take any damage from this Mega Knight either. We are still up in damage as well, so we're gonna go Fireball here, take out this firecracker. Oh, she might have died to... I don't think she would have died to zap, actually, so that was a good play there. We're gonna go get 1 hit, 2 hits from the Mega Minion. Now we're up 1200. Sweet. It's a good situation for me, for sure. Let's see. Probably tombstone, start up another lava push. He doesn't have firecracker in hand either, so that's good for us. He has Skeleton King. Okay, we're gonna just drags on that. Nothing crazy. We're gonna go lava in front of the drags to protect them, because he hasn't shown a big spell. So if he had Fireball, I obviously wouldn't do that, but he didn't. He didn't have Fireball, so we just counter push with the drags here. A kind of a random play from the opponent. We're gonna go Mega Minion on the Minion Horde to make sure he can't counter push with the Minion Horde. Now we're gonna keep up the pressure so that he can't get a bunch of damage on our tower and get good Goblin Barrel locks. And as you can see, now even if he was to go in with the Goblin Barrel, we can just go drags and just sack all of this. We're gonna go Tombstone down here just because the Mini P.E.K.K.A could deal some big damage to the King Tower. But other than that, we should be good. We're just going to Fireball. I don't know why I Fireball. Doesn't really matter. It's GG's. So beating those types of decks is what's going to get you to 6 wins at least, I think, in Classic Challenges. We are at 5 wins. So the first 6, 7, 8 wins, it varies per challenge. But you'll face a lot of weird players this early in Classic Challenges. So start to face meta decks later on, I think. Like log bait and 2.6 and stuff, but you can face them at any time. So it looks like 2.6 here. Speak of the devil. We're going to go ahead and tank the rest of this guy and go in with our Lava Hound, because the only way you can beat 2.6 matchups is the tower trade in single, and that's what I've seen through my experience. So we're actually going to go Barbs here. Because I didn't have Balloon and Cycle. I need Balloon and Cycle in order to go in with that push I was doing. So we're actually going to go Drags here. And in case he Skeletons off to the side, he's probably going to Fireball these Drags. But that means we can kill the Musketeer with the Lava Pups, which is a good trade for me. We don't want to Zap, because then I wouldn't have enough Elixir to Mega Minion on his Hog. And so yeah, that was kind of a bad start. But we didn't have Balloon in hand. So it was a bad Lava because I didn't have my Balloon. So that's too bad. I probably should have been a little more careful there, but we'll still be fine. We're going to go cycle a Mega Minion in the lane where he has more damage, because that would ideally, you know, for him, that would probably be the lane he goes in. But we're going to go Tombstone over here, and he's just going to do that. We're actually going to Fireball because... Oh, I missed the Ice Golem. That was pretty sloppy. Yeah, I'm just playing this match sloppy, guys. It's okay, but it was the lane that he did more damage in. I was expecting him to be a little more stupid, I guess, in a Classic Challenge. So I guess I gotta appreciate the opponent a little bit more. We can't go in with a Lava Push without Fireball. We absolutely need Fireball, so that's why I'm gonna wait a second here. And we're gonna go Drags. We're gonna go Mega Minion as well here. And we should be able to protect our tower at least, which is the goal here. Maybe force out a Musketeer if we're lucky. I guarantee you... Ooh, he did go with a Musketeer. That's good for us. You usually don't face Musketeer or Musketeers on like little counter pushes like that. We're actually going to go Barbs to apply some more pressure and force him to deal with the Barbs. Then hopefully... Oh, yes. See, this is always what you need to do. You need to Fireball and get value on the cannon as well as the Musketeer. And just like this, he's going to be able to get back to another cannon, but now we can go with the second Lava Hound. And it's going to be able to wreak havoc. So we're going to go with the second Lava Hound here. We've got a Tombstone ready. His Musketeer is in the wrong lane. That's good for us. We're going to go with the Barbs as well here. It's the only play to stop this Hog from taking the tower. He does get 2 hits, but we've got 2 Lava Hounds on the tower, and they're going to work. And our tower is high enough HP that he can't do anything about it. So we're going to go Tombstone just like this. And we're going to be able to Fireball back this Hog Rider. And we should be able to win the game right there. So I played really sloppily, but 2.6 is definitely winnable if you guys make sure. So basically in single, I like to go Lava and then Balloon and then Fireball, Zap. Because he usually, as soon as you go Lava, he goes Musk in the back. And then by the time you go Balloon, you will be able to Fireball, Zap both the cannon and the Musketeer, and that's how I take towers in single. That was a bad start at the beginning because I didn't have the hand to do that, so that's why it got rough. But yeah, we still won the game, so pretty good. Royal Hogs, too early. It's probably a mid-ladder deck, but oh, it might not be. Could be recruits, honestly. Could be recruits. You don't normally see... Well, a lot of people run meta decks, but hey, look at this guy. It is recruits. So we're going to go ahead and pick a lane to defend. We're going to go heavy in this lane. We're going to pull everything in the other lane to this lane, but still, we're doing some good work. on the left. So basically, I want to prioritize a lane to defend, to make sure that if he fireballs or something, we can make sure we defend one lane at least. But we were able to defend both lanes there, which is nice because we could pull everything to one side, and we got a Mega Minion hit as well, so that was nice. Kind of a starting hand. I like to have Tombstone in that hand, but you know, it is what it is. Nothing too crazy. So usually my general rule of thumb is to go in with lavas only when you have fireballs, so that's why we're doing that. We're waiting on the lava just a second. We're going to go Tombstone for these piggies. He could arrows. I don't really care. I'm just going to tank the rest of the damage because it barely does any damage. That's why I'm tanking it. That's often why I'll tank damage, is because it did like, what, 400 damage? That's not worth me dropping elixir on, in my opinion. 400 damage is nothing. Yeah, so especially when it would hinder the progress of my lavaloon push. I'm going to go with the anti-NATO spot here. Doesn't really help in this matchup, but there's no reason not to always do it. We're going to ignore the zappies because the Mother Witch is a bigger priority. I saw Tag do this in his recent lavaloon video. It's useless to fireballs the thing that's not targeting on your balloon, because if you let a Mother Witch wreak havoc on your push, you're going to have a severe disadvantage because you're going to have to deal with a bunch of piggies, and he can turn the tide in his favor if that happens. So you never want to fireball zappies, I don't think, in this matchup, unless of course it's like, if I fireball zappies I get to the tower and win the game. Like, that's obviously different, but usually if something's not targeting your lava or your balloon, then you don't need to do anything about it. Lap does 58. We'll just go ahead and zap the tower. Why not? And we'll go ahead and balloon, just apply a little bit of pressure. We're going to go ahead and fireball all this stuff. We're going to go barbs as well here. Force out zappies as well. That's good because we want him to be playing defense, because it's pointless for him to play defense at this point since he needs to go ahead and take a tower. So a lot of stuff coming down on the field here, but the Skeleton Dragons plus Tombstone plus barbs is good enough to wrap it all up, and we are 7-0 versus 7-0 versus recruits. So that's good. What are we are 7-0, right? Yeah, okay. So let's hop into the next one here. This is a round where you're going to start facing normal decks, I want to say. Obviously you can still face weird stuff, but you can face normal decks as well. The deeper you get into challenges. So we'll start off with the Tombstone first play. I like to do that when I think my opponent has a meta deck, because if he doesn't, then the Tombstone could be necessary for defending like some weird push. So you never want to use your Tombstone early, unless you think your opponent's running a meta deck. Looks like E-Golem. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to barbs on this. We're going to barbs here. We're going to fireball as well. I'm just going to leave that lava hanging. It's going to do some damage, and we're going to be able to Mega Minion. Oh, it comes back because it was rage. That was a sloppy play. We're going to... Oh, yeah, I played really sloppily, dude. That was really bad for me. I'm sorry, guys. Do as I say, not as I do. Ideally, we would have had a cleaner defense there, but we should be able to take out this Phoenix Egg, and we'll be able to come back. It's really hard without evolved barbs, but it's going to be fine, I think. Honestly, the only thing that went wrong was I didn't kill the Phoenix with the Mega Minion, because it was a really sloppy play on my part. Because I forgot that the rage made the egg spawn faster. That's what that was. So he doesn't have Phoenix in hand. He only has E-Dragon, so that's good for us. We should be able to go in with a lava or a balloon here, because E-Dragon doesn't do a good enough job at stopping lavaloon. Now we're just going to go Tombstone like this, pull this guy, and he will be back to Phoenix eventually, but we're going to go Mega Minion as well, help out against this push. He's going to go Phoenix on offense instead of on defense, which is always interesting. We are going to just go Fireball here. It's going to hit everything. We should be able to kill the healer as well as all these little elixir golem blobs. And so we're down about 1400, but that's way better than what we were just down. So he's going to cycle back pretty fast, but we don't really have to worry about this. We're going to just we're going to go barbs here. Barbs, and we're going to drags on top of this E-Dragon. We're going to Tombstone to pull all the blobs so they don't deal damage to my tower. We're going to go Fireball as well, because I believe Fireball will kill the E-Dragon. The most important part is killing the E-Dragon for sure. We're going to go Mega Minion as well. We need to make sure we kill this Phoenix. We're going to go with the barbs on offense. I think that's just a good play there. The E-Dragon doesn't take our tower, so we don't really have to worry. He has barbs as well, so we've got to be careful about the pressure. We're actually going to pull this Eagle into our King Tower, and then we're just going to go in with a balloon here just to finalize the game, since he doesn't... I don't think he has Tornado. Oh, he does have Tornado. Okay, so we're just gonna have to play a little bit better for just a little bit longer. We're going to go with the more barbs just to pressure. We're going to go Skelly Drags to pressure, because if he gets a push down, then all of our offensive momentum is gone. We're going to fireball this drag, and we're going to kill it, and we should be able to win right there. So, bit of a sloppy start, but we still managed to clutch up that W. I love to see it. Yeah, especially after the really bad start. It's way easier with evolved barbs, because they just shred pushes. But we don't have the evolved barbs. But the opponents don't have evolved firecrackers or stuff like that either, because you can't use any of those in challenges, which makes this deck good in challenges. So we're just gonna zap on this Goblin Gang, take no damage and a +1 trade. Nice. Could be bait. Log bait's a really tough matchup, but we can win if we play well enough. So we'll see. We're going to go just Tombstone in the middle here just to kind of start the game off. He's not going to play anything, so I'm just going to Mega Minion in the back here. And then we'll see about maybe starting up a Lava push. He has Executioner. Yeah, so I'm going to go Lava, I think like this. It's going to tank for the Exy, but he's not going to hit the Mega Minion, so that's really good for us. We're going to go Fireball on this Executioner to try and make sure he dies. And... he does die, which is good, and we should be able to go in with a balloon here now, because he only has the Goblin Gang left. He used Executioner, he used Inferno Tower, and he used Tornado. So he probably Goblin Gangs, unless he has another air counter I'm unaware of. Yep, he has the Mega Minion, so this is going to be rough, guys. That was a good balloon, because I didn't know he had Mega Minion, but we're just going to have to barbs here on this Goblin Gang. That's the best play, I think. You're going to kill the Miner. They're going to go up and tank for the Mega Minion and kill the Spear Goblins as well. So, that was the best play, I think, right there. So, obviously, it's going to be rough. Because he has Inferno, he has Executioner, he has a whole bunch of nonsense. So, it's going to be rough, guys. It's going to be rough. But this is the type of matchup that makes or breaks your challenge sometimes, you know. So, we're gonna go Lava. Hopefully he goes with an air card in the back. That's obviously the ideal play, but it doesn't look like he's going to do that. We're actually going to go Lava here. I know he has Executioner, but I'm less worried about the Exy and more worried about the Inferno Tower. So if he does go... hold on. If he goes Inferno Tower, I'm going to go Balloon Drags opposite lane. Okay, 100%. No, Balloon, we're going to go Drags. Because what does he have? He has Poison too? Okay. Well, we're going to get good Fireball value here, so he can't get a counter push. We're going to zap the Gang real quick so the Balloon gets a bunch of damage. He's got NATO too, but we do get a hit. Why is my Balloon attacking Thin Air? That doesn't make sense. We could have got another hit if it didn't attack Thin Air. We're going to tank this hit. That's a big tank, but we're going to be fine. Now it's clear what lane we're going in. We're going to start up a Lava push. In this side, I don't know why he's Mega Minioning on that side, but whatever. We're going to go, honestly, maybe just Drags Fireball to kill the Executioner. Yeah, we'll go Drags. We'll go Zap, because I need to make sure that's not doing too much damage. I'm going to go Fireball on this, too. Just to try and kill the Executioner. I don't want him to be, like, full health, so he can't counter push with it. We're going to start up a Tombstone, honestly, behind the tower to help out with the miners. He's going to poison. That's good. So we can get good Skeleton Dragons value because he wasted his poison now. So that's good for us. We're going to go with the dragons just like this. We're going to go with the balloon. A heavy aggressive balloon to keep... I'm trying to keep my lava alive because I need to get the lava to the tower and start chipping away at his tower. This aggressive fireball, but we're going to be able to, I believe, kill this. Oh, yes, we do kill it. We do kill it. That's big. Because now, look at this. We've got some big damage coming in here. We're going to once again go barbs. We're going to take a couple Spear Goblin hits, but it's okay because the puppies are on the tower. The puppies are on the tower, and we should be able to end the game with just a zap. Big W against one of the toughest matchups you will find in classic challenges. The weird triple air counter, big spell, weird mid ladder decks. Like, those are the make or breaks. Those are the just Dude, that's what so many people complain about. And winning that matchup is pivotal. So I'm very happy we did that, man. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. My only fear is that people won't see that. Like, because it's so deep in the video. But I guess if you guys are really trying to learn, then you will watch the whole video, so. Come in, baby! Okay, never mind. My cat was yelling at me. Now she's not. We're gonna go... Honestly, barbs. Because if he switches lanes with the Mighty Miner, I don't really care. I'm just gonna use the tombstone. Yeah, because he doesn't have enough for EQ. So he stops our push, we stop his push. We take a little bit extra damage, but we've got Barbarian counter pushing, so that's good for us. We're just going to go Fireball up here on this Firecracker to make sure we get extra damage with the barbs and take out the Firecracker. I don't normally do that when I'm that low on Elixir, but he already played his Hog and his Mighty Miner, so we're good. Because he can't pressure based off that. So we go Dragons here. We should limit the Hog to getting only 2 hits. Only 2 hits is like half my tower, but yeah, dude, it's fine. Now he has to respond to these Dragons. He goes Ice Spirit. That's going to be okay. We're honestly just going to chill with this Mighty Miner. We're going to probably... I think we're just going to Mega Minion. We're going to Mega Minion, and if he switches lanes, we just zap. We're not going to do anything crazy. We don't even need to zap, actually. We're just going to go Lava. This deck is way more peaceful to play against when your opponent doesn't have the evolved Firecracker, so that's very nice. Just going to Tombstone over here. He could EQ, that's going to be fine if he does EQ, but he doesn't, because I don't think he had the most Elixir in the world, dude. We're going to go Fireball. Honestly, I think we could go Balloon as well here because he doesn't have Inferno in cycle, so he can't stop our Balloon. He can use Mighty Miner Bomb and the Firecracker, but that won't be enough to stop it. So we're going to go Mega Minion here. If he switches lanes, I'll use the Dragons. We're actually going to go Barbs here. He decides not... Oh, he does switch lanes. Good switching lanes by our opponent. Really good. Really good job by him. We're just going to go start up a Lava in their lane, though. And we won't lose this tower because Firecracker doesn't get a hit at 1 HP anymore, so... Or we will lose it to the Ice Spirit, but that's fine. We're just going to go ahead and... Honestly, we're going to... Fireball... Yeah, we're just going to Fireball this here. And we're going to go Mega Minion Balloon. I'm not really worried about the Mighty Miner at all. We're going to Zap to retarget the Inferno Tower so that we can get a Balloon hit. And we're going to get Death Bomb on the Firecracker as well, too, which is big W. Tombstone. And I'm going to probably just go in with another Lava. I'm not too worried about him going Mighty Miner switching lanes because I do have the Barbs in cycle. So I'll make sure we take out these. And the tower targeted the Firecracker, which was really cool. That's what I was expecting, but I was prepared for that to not happen as well. So we're going to go Fireball on the Firecracker. We're going to go just with the Mega Minion because we want to take out this Inferno Tower and distract it so my Balloon is as healthy as it can be going into his tower. And as you can see, this is definitely going to get a hit because the Balloon is... Yeah, it's going to seal the game because we were able to keep the Balloon alive and scratchless. So, a nice, clean 10-0. We've only got 2 more games left in the Classic Challenge. I believe we'll be able to go with a nice, clean 12-0. It depends. It depends. Maybe if they throw another weird Inferno deck at me, they might get me. I don't know, dude. I specialize in beating those types of matchups, though, so... We're going to go with just a Lava. We're going to go with the Lava. He decides to waste this Musketeer, so we'll go with the Lava. We got a Tombstone, Fireball Zap, Strag's hand. Very defensive hand. We should be able to defend anything other than a Mega Knight. We're just going to kind of let this go. We're going to go Skelly Drags behind here. Then we're going to go Balloon. Take it as Musketeer, and then we'll go follow the Balloon and take out the Balloon, I believe. I don't think they leave. Yeah, they don't leave, so that's really good. It looks like Balloon Cycle, which is a really good matchup. We're just going to ignore this Bomb Tower, and instead we're going to go in with Barbs. I don't care about his Musketeer when he ever recycles back to the Musketeer. Good luck dealing with this, my friend. He does have arrows, but good luck. Just a Snowball as well. Look at that. Like, we tanked that damage... And in return, we were blessed with 1800 extra barbs damage. So definitely a good play on my part, I think. But from here on out, we're going to be more defensive against these minor balloon pushes. So yeah, that's pretty good for us. We're going to go ahead and just wait. Just fill up our elixir bar and wait for our opponent to make a move. Giant skeleton. I did not expect to see a giant skeleton today, but we're just going to tombstone high. This is the position to pull a balloon. He decides to go with a weird pocket balloon. It's actually not weird. It's a pretty good balloon from his part because he's going to get damage. Actually, we're going to zap and make sure it doesn't get a hit. Okay. So he forced out a zap from us, which is pretty good, but we're still up 1500. So I'd definitely say we're in a good winning position. So W. Let's see. I don't really want to use barbs, but I guess there's no harm, no foul. What are we gonna do? Lava Hound is always a good maneuver, right? We've got Mega Minion, we've got Tombstone, we've got ways. We got ways to deal with this stuff. He could snowball, I guess, but it's a bit late to. I meant snowball when you like had a chance of getting a hit, my bro. Not when like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't expect the classic challenge players to be the brightest tools I'm sorry, the coldest spoons in the fridge. So, that's gonna be an 11-0, and we're gonna need one more game for a clean 12-0 classic challenge. I hope you guys have benefited so far, and you can see how I'm playing and sort of try and replicate that. Especially against that weird Inferno Tower deck. That was definitely the type of deck that's most helpful for me to face and show you guys how to beat it. So, yeah, that's pretty dope. One more win, my friends. Wait, there's people in the clan. Oh, I forgot I was on my main account. I forgot I was on my main account, dude. Oops, my bad, G. G Nasty from the homies is our last opponent. He's our last obstacle in the way of our clean 12-0. So let's make sure we. I'm thinking. I was thinking of like a cool catchphrase or something. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop, bro. Y'all seen this trend on Twitter, bro? They be saying like nukes aren't real or something. I've been seeing that the last day. It's really weird. Anyways. Bowler guards. Clearly a weird deck. Not quite sure what it is. Bowler into balloon, or bowler into lava. You always have to be careful because it could be, wow, this is going to be tough. It's going to be, once again, it's going to be tough, guys. Executioner is always one of the hardest cards to beat from a lava player's perspective, but now we're just going to follow up with the balloon and a drags because he did use execute. I expect an Inferno. Okay, Phoenix is honestly worse than Inferno. I'd rather face Inferno Dragon. But yeah, we have to deal with this this Executioner. Hopefully we'll be able to just barbs on it because his bowler's out of hand. I'd prefer not to fireball. Okay, we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to fireball here. And we're just gonna have to zap this graveyard. If he has freeze, we're gonna lose this tower. But that's okay because I don't think he had enough elixir for freeze after that extremely aggressive push. But dude, that's the tricky part. That's the risky run when you want to go with the balloon opposite lane like that. Because I wasn't aware that he had, you know, I guess the graveyard. So we weren't able to barbs on that Executioner. And we didn't have enough to Mega Minion the Executioner and barbs the graveyard. But now we do have the opportunity to barbs the graveyard. So I'm going to preferably do that, I think, and then use Mega Minion up high to tank for the Executioner. But it looks like he's going to go drop Executioners in the other lane here. The other lane, the one he doesn't have damage in. And we're going to go ahead and fireball. And we could just go ahead and we'll go ahead and zap, and oh, that was supposed to be a drags. Those are not supposed to be a tombstone. I just went with a really random offensive tombstone, dude. I'm trying to throw away the 12-0. I'm trying to do it, bro. Really bad play on my part. I'm very sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do that. We're gonna go Skelly Drags here, though. Dangerous Skelly Drags, but we need to take out this monk and this bowler. Popping his ability early is really nice because that means now I can get value with my skeleton, or my Mega Minion, because the Mega Minion dies to the monk, the Skelly Dragons do not. So That's the most important thing to get from that. We're going to zap the guards, make sure they get no damage. We're going to be able to take out this executioner with the mega minion, and we're going to go with a fireball. Ooh, did I miss? No, I didn't miss. No way. Yeah, I didn't miss. He does have a freeze. Okay, I knew it, dude. I knew he had a freeze, bro. So that's going to make things much more complicated, but we are going to take the damage lead with those dragons. W dragons. Want to be very careful here. We're going to tombstone like this. We're going to go barbs surround this to make sure this bowler doesn't do anything crazy. We did take damage from that, so that's really annoying. We have to zap here. I wasn't expecting to take that much damage, but we're going to go lava hound, and we're going to go balloon aggressive because he doesn't have his graveyard freeze-in cycle, so he can't punish the other lane. And it's going to be tough for him to defend this, I think. We're going to go probably drags as well. He has to freeze, so as long as he's freezing on defense, that's really good for us. We're going to fireball, get death bomb, and we're going to zap and get lava chip damage as well. So now we only need one fireball, one zap. Actually, dude, we just need like we need one hit, bro. We need one hit from literally anything. He's going to go maybe he goes bowler up tie. We're going to go just fireball. And we should be able to win the game. Yes, dude. That was tough. That was low-key tough. G-Nasty put up a W fight, but we got him in the end. And that'll do it for the Classic Challenge full complete guide. 12-0. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll open the chest for you. Nothing special from the chest. It's just for practice. It's for practice so that you can go to, once you start winning a bunch of classics in a row, you can move on to grand challenges. And I do have several grand challenge guides up on my channel as well. So hope you guys have a wonderful day, and let me know if this video helped you at all. And also let me know in the comments if you have progress on Classic Challenge after watching this video. Thank you and have a great day.